So verse number 19. This verse is more related to the qualities of divine. When we say qualities, these are explicit qualities, like physically manifested quality, what you can see. These qualities ties up with a beautiful name, what we always call for the God. So when you say God, this is one of the name what we always remark or call him. What is that called? Bhagavan. Right? We call him as a Bhagavan. So what does Bhagavan mean? So these are all the qualities. There are 6 qualities which are listed in Shastras to name or to remark a divine personality as Bhagavan. Maha Utsaho, Mahabala. Then it goes into this verse also. What is this verse starts with? Mahabuddhir, Mahaviryo, Mahashaktir, Mahajvitihi. So these are all the 6 qualities of Bhagavan. Mahotsaha, Mahabalaha, Mahabuddhir, Mahaviryo, Mahashaktir, Mahajvitihi. So if you remark this, if you can understand these 6 qualities, or you can identify the 6 qualities on any divine personality, he is called as Bhagavan. So when we say Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, definitely yes. All these 6 qualities are definitely yes. They are there. Okay. So now let us see what are all the qualities that they have given here, how it tallies with the divine personalities here. Mahabuddhihi. So we are not talking about the buddhi of an individual or an individual person's buddhi. We are not talking about an individual person's buddhi. Buddhi means we know the intellect or the knowledge. But we are talking about Maha. Maha means greatest or infinite. We are talking about infinite knowledge. What is that infinite knowledge mean? A knowledge that cannot be comprehended through your sense organ. The knowledge what you get through the sense organ is manifested knowledge or a finite knowledge. I see something, so I can materially see something. I am physically able to cognize. So when I cognize these things, they become a finite knowledge for me. And what your sense organ is showing, sometimes these sense organs can deceive your intellect. Am I right? So if you go only with the sense organs can deceive you. Easily they can deceive you, and what happens at the end, your intellect might be questionable whether what you have seen is the right one or wrong. If you're looking at something and you are trying to understand this as what is being given to you, sometimes what happens, your sense organ might even deceive. So your eyes can project you something. Say, for example, your eyes are very good, but when you walk in a hot surface, right? So from a distance, sometimes when you drive in the car, you could have seen it. From a distance you see, and then you see the surface of the road, you can see as if there is a mirror image there, as there is a water there. It's called mirage. You see, you are driving in a very flat surface of a road. You know that this is a road, which is a highway road. But all of a sudden, why you are seeing something like a water there? So that means your sense organ is showing you something else rather than a road. So your sense organ is giving you some other clue or some other thing for you. So that means your sense organ is not working with the intellect there. Am I right? So because it is showing you something else, so it is just a finite knowledge. You are just getting it. So physically you're seeing. So if we understand, oh yeah, there is no water because it is a hot surface. Because of some other understanding through some other perceived knowledge, you are understanding that this is not a water. Am I right? But your eyes are showing you water. So what happens? This is how we get entangle into the knowledge. So our knowledge is only through the sense organ. You receive through the sense organ, you cognize that knowledge, and you try to bring out your own understanding from there. But Bhagavan's knowledge is beyond the. So he says he is not going to cognize with his own sense organs. He doesn't depend on the sense organ because his knowledge is totally independent of that. His knowledge is totally independent of that. It's a beautiful understanding. How do this? Is that possible? Is that possible? How this buddhi is working? Because I understand beautifully. One of the commentator here, he has given a beautiful example in it. He says, say for example, a crow. He says about a small bird, a crow, right? See the crow's behavior. He says, supposing a crow is flying, okay? It is coming to pick up some food particle or some food item there in your home, whatever you have just laid out in front of your house or something like that. You know, sometimes we throw some of the items in the summer to dry it up for their dry heat or something like that. We have kept a pickle, say for example, pickles, mango pickles, which you want to dry. Am I right? So you put it in front of your front yard, and then it is your. If you are a childhood, I think so. Most of the time, you should have gone for that, right? So you are the person to want to get rid of this crow whenever the crow invests into it. So the crow comes there. What is the behavior of the crow? It sees that you are a small kid. What distance it will fly? Not too much. So if you say shoo, it will go a little bit high and then it will go around and then it will come back. See the behavior of the crow. Because the crow understands he's a small kid, so he's not going to chase me too far. So it will come back and its intellect is telling that go back to the same place and then you take it. Supposing if it is an adult with a small stick, you can see that the height of the crow, what is be flying, if it has been driven out, it will go a little bit high rather than the small child, go around and then it come back after that fellow is gone in or something. Right? But supposing if a person is coming with a gun and standing near the crow, does the crow exist there? A small intellect of a crow understands based on all these clues. Am I right? You understand what I'm talking about? This is how our sense organ gives you the intellect. So you only receive these clues, you cognize, and then you do it. And most of the time, our nervous system is only for fear. It is only with fear. Right? Because we have the animal type of a nervous system most of the time. We do have that parasympathetic and synthetic nervous system where we still have that fear. So someone will drive us, someone is going to hunt us, someone is going to haunt us. So these are all the things which are running in our mind. So what happens? You will run out of it. So the fear is always there in your body. So this is what type of buddhi we have. Bhagavan gets out of these knowledge. So he doesn't need any knowledge from all these sense organs. He is beyond this. So that means what? He doesn't want all these type of sense organs knowledge, right? Ear, nose, throat, whatever, it gives you the knowledge. He's not going to sabdasparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, nothing. Ahankara, nothing. Mano, nothing. Buddhi, nothing. It goes beyond that. So that's why he is called as Mahabuddhi. Mahavirya. Next one. Mahavirya. Virya means virility. Virility. What does it mean? One who has the capacity, who remains unchanged, who remains unchanged in any situation. He remains unchanged in any situation. Beautiful. Right? So he is always in his own nature. He is always in his own divine presence. He never changes himself. He never changes his own attitude. He is always the Krishna. The Lord Krishna story, when you study, whether he is in Vrindavan, whether he is with Radha, he is with any of them, whether he is fighting with Kamsa, whether he is in the Mahabharata Yuddha, whether as a Parthacharadi, anywhere Krishna is Krishna. Krishna is divine. Krishna is divine. Nowhere he is out of it. Right from the childhood, even from the birth. When he was supposed to be killed by Budagni, Bhutana, Sakatasura, Dhenugasura, anyone, whoever came in his purview or in his venue, they were destroyed, but the divinity was there throughout the Bharata. So what does it mean? They never change because of something. The unchanging capacity of the God, of the divine personality, is called virility. See, once it happened to Bhagavan Satyasai Baba, the question was asked because there was a lady who started crying, saying that she lost her son due to an accident or something. And some other lady was also there, and also she was also trying to cry, and then she says, so what happens? Every day these type of things are happening to us in our life. So we are getting so much of things, we are worried. You see, yesterday I was in this presence, today I got this message, and Baba, see, I'm totally, sorrow, and I have sadness, sad stuck, and all those things. Bhagavan was just listening and listening and listening, and he told, why do you worry? Because it's my son and all those things. Bhagavan could have done something to me so that you could have saved. Swami said, if that is the case, I could have even stopped my two sisters not to be widowed. I could have stopped my mother's death. I could have stopped my father's death. But I didn't. You have to understand, it will happen even if it is not there. Because the things will happen as it has been planned. So we are not supposed to sit and cry, because sometimes because of something, what happens is, see, dukkha is something which changes you totally. You understand why I'm talking about? Dukkha is something which changes you. Because all of a sudden, see, you are so happy about something. All of a sudden, you become dukkha. Even you are not happy with what you have got. Beautifully said. Swami Sukabodhananda gives an excellent example. I think this story will remind you today for today's note. A child was playing in the seashore. Okay? A small child is playing in the seashore. Remember that they make that sand things and all. They build the castles and all those. A big wave came, and the mother was on the other side. A big wave came, and it swallowed the castle, and including the child, and the child was dragged into the ocean. That's it. The mother started crying. Oh my God, my child has gone. And she started worrying, and she's jumping, and she's praying to every god, whoever the formless, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesha. We don't know whether there is Brahma, whoever it is, she started crying and all. So God got a little bit mercy, and God told, okay, he called the Samudra Deva and told, Arey, give the son back to the mother, because the mother is poor mother. She is so crying, and I'm really moved about it. Please give the child back. So Samudra Deva, what happened? He told, mother, don't worry, I will give back your child. And then he gave the child. The child came out of the ocean. It was a miracle, was given to the mother. So happy, hugging the child, kissing. on both the cheeks and her head, the toes, and everything, and everything, everything. And she did. She did. And the moment after few minutes, the moment, then she became very sad because the child when it was playing, having two sandals in the foot, when it came back, had only one sandals and one slipper. Now, her entire intention not about getting back the child, getting back the slipper or a sandal is what it has come into her mind. This is what our mind is. Our happiness is also not permanent. We are happy with the thing what we get today, and I will immediately jump into next thing tomorrow, next. Right? So beautifully said. Swami Sukhabananda gives an excellent example. People in India, when you ask them, they will say, my first aim is to go to America, get a visa. First to get the visa to settle in America. All right, good, very good. Once you get the visa, then what happened? Get a good job. Then once you get the good job, then get green card. Then once you get green card, then I get good promotion. My life is it. See, your settlement is not going. And after you get all the things, bungalows, car, a beautiful wife, citizenship, and then you say, oh my God, what? All my relatives are in India. I am here all alone, so I am not happy. So your happiness is being delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed because you are not living in the present. You see that? We should admit that weakness. We are not ready to be happy right now. We want to delay it. We postponed it. And we try to give some other target for our own happiness. If I get that, that will be happy. If you once you get it, next one. So when you are going to be happy, when you are going to be at your nature, that's what Krishna tells us. Be happy at that moment present. Mahaviryaha. He reminds like that. He reminded like that. That is the greatest quality. Mahashaktihi. You have an immense power. The power of God, divine power, is totally different from what we have. The immense quality of the God is totally different. The power what they have. The divine power cannot be compared with the human level of power. Correct? Because no one can compare this with that. Because they have certain potentialities what they can do. When Bhagavan Baba showed a land, a piece of a land where there is nothing there, a bare land, which is outside of Puttaparthi, 5 kilometers outside. He showed this place, and that place is like a desert. It's called Bidupalli in Telugu. Bidupalli means desert. He showed that desert area and told, here, within 1 year, we are going to have super specialty hospital. Next year, we are going to have super specialty hospital. Everyone was shocked. How is it possible, first of all, to have a super specialty hospital within 1 year? The next year, Bhagavan came and the hospital was inaugurated on November 23rd, on his own birthday. I don't remember the year, but there I see that Bhagavan made a statement that hospital was built and there was really miracles. They say the last 3 months was the super planning what was done. And the entire hospital was with the superstructures was built. Till now it is firm, sturdy and living. Immense strength. This is the strength. This is the Vairagya. This is the Vairagya. Why? Because Bhagavan's Sankalpa is totally different than us. He told this is for the society, it's not for me. This hospital will serve for the patients, for poor patients, free of cost. And that is what still today they are doing it. And not one hospital, see the Bhagavan Sankalpa, not one hospital. Today we have almost like 10 places, super specialty hospital in India doing it. How is it possible? Strength of Bhagavan. That is why we say divine power is totally different rather than what we think. Human is different, right? Next, Mahadvitihi. Mahadvitihi means great splendor, shining, radiant. So that's what we say Dviti. Dviti means shining, radiant. They have a glory, right? So you have some radiance, rays which is coming out. You can understand that. So everyone, they say that Jyoti which comes from them, right? So the power what will come, the arrow, what they say, arrow, what comes out of their body is totally different. The divine power is totally different. So that is another quality of Bhagavan. Your body shines no matter where you are. By seeing you, they can understand you are different. Even if you are black or white, gold or green, doesn't matter. They will understand who you are by your excellent glorifying, your face, your body, that will shine and shine and shine. So that is Mahadviti. Anirteshavabuhu. Anirteshavabuhu. What is that? One who possesses a body which is indescribable body. What does it mean as an indescribable body? You cannot compare one with another. You can't say, okay, this means this should be the way that he should be. No. Why indescribable? You can see the avatars. Each avatars are totally different, right? So Matsya Avatara, Kurma Avatara to Varaha Avatara, all are different. Where do you see the same pattern? Nothing. You don't see a pattern there. Even Rama and Krishna, there are so many differences. 100 difference minimum you can say. Right? 100 difference. Minimum 100 difference you can say between Rama and Krishna. So many difference. So much. We know that they are all Narayana Swarupam, but their character, the way of their personality, the way that they related to people, all are different. The behavior is different. So we can understand how they differentiated by themselves. What does it mean? You cannot describe their body. You cannot describe, okay, this is the grammar where you fit. No. It's only for human you can say all these descriptions. If this body means like this is the personality, you will say that. No. You cannot give that ascribing position for them. That's how we say. So when everyone was talking about how Bhagavan looks like, Bhagavan Satyasai Baba looked like a small dot. And he himself told once to his mother Ishram, when Swami was becoming, in 1970s and 80s, I think mostly Panditji might know. When people were asking, Kasturi was asking how Bhagavan is known to people, now I can see that people all are celebrating Swami and they are becoming your devotee and all. Swami said, you are seeing me in every house, a picture of me, right? But the day will come, I will be a small dot. You can see me like a small dot in the millions and millions of crowds surrounding me. It happened. It happened. He was like a small dot, tiny little dot. He is always short, right? He is so short, tiny little dot. When he comes in the front of that, especially when he goes for the birthday celebration, I have seen when he comes into stage, he's like a small, tiny little dot there. That's it. When you stand from so much of crowd, but still by seeing him on that distance itself, you are so cherished and you jump. So this is how we cannot describe. You cannot say because he is short, he is not Bhagavan. He is. It is indescribable. You cannot describe them. because they are beyond your description. Sriman, Srihi Man, Sri means Lakshmi, one who is husband of Lakshmi, or Srimati. Okay. Or you can see Sriman means he possesses the beauty of Lakshmi. You can also put that way. He can be related as a person possessing the beauty of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is so beautiful. When you see any person, when you go for any house and it looks so beautiful, what do you say? It looks Lakshmi Karam. That's what you say. Lakshmi Karam means what? It's so beautiful. Right? It is full, holistic. That's what it says, Lakshmi Karam. Same way, Sriman means he possesses the qualities of Lakshmi. Ameyatma, an incomparable or incomprehensible nature. Okay? Incomprehensible nature of what? Atma. That's what he says. Atma. So he is always in his Atmic Swarupa, Atma Swarupa, self-realized. That's why he is beyond the comprehension. Okay? Ameyatma. Maha Drik. Maha Drik. What is Maha Drik? Means one who has lifted the great mountain. So this story you all know, that when he has lifted the Mantaramala, Mantaragiri, right? So when he was as Lord Krishna, he has taken the Govardhanagiri. And also the Mantaragiri is when he has been like a Kurmavatara, who has lifted the mantra when they was doing the Samudra Mantra. Right? So now, here Swami Chinmayananda relates this Samudra Manthan incidents with our mind. He says, when your mind wants to anchor yourself, Bhagavan Nama is the anchor, and Bhagavan Nama will churn your mind's materialistic aspect and brings the more divine quality in you. Swami Chinmayananda gives this interpretation. So he says it is like your mind and intellect which are there, which will be churned. Because of Shravana, because of sadhana, that you anchor yourself with the Bhagavan's Nama, and that Nama will churn yourself. That's why he say, what is mantram? Mantra means manaha idi trayati mantra. Manaha idi trayati mantra. That which churns your mind is called mantra. That which change your mind. That means something which makes your mind to churn. It has to make your mind churn. That's why we call it as a mantra. Something triggers, something goes with that. Something goes with that. So then we say it is mantra. Same thing, Bhagavan's Nama is an anchor that will churn your mind and intellect. So then it talks about that's how he is going to be the lifting of your mountain. So that's how this entire verse finishes here with all the qualities of Bhagavan. These are the divine quality which even starts from the previous verse, which says Mahotsaha, one who is always with Utsaha, Mahabalaha, who has very great power, Mahabuddhi, who has infinite knowledge, Mahavirya, who has immense power, Mahashaktihi, who has got excellent valor with himself, Mahadvitihi, excellent radiant, the splendid radiance what he gives, the glowing shine from his own body. So all these are the Bhagavan's 6 important qualities. When you say a person Bhagavan, when you call him as a Bhagavan, that means you are referring to the 6. So Bhaha means the 6 qualities. One who possesses the 6th quality is called as Bhagavan. So that's why you call anyone as a Bhagavan, a divine personality as Bhagavan, because he ascribes these 6 qualities. So this is how they have related it to the Vishnu Sahasranama, which relates more. We can elaborate on this 6 qualities with more and more of today's personality, today's management life, today's many things you can relate. but I'm just giving you as a suggestive so that you can relate it to many field of your aspects of your life, what you can see. All right. So with that, I stop here. Hari Om Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva Buddhyaatmana Bhat Prakrite Swabhavat Karomi Yatyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeji Samarpayami Yadakshara Padaprashtam Matra Hinam Tu Yat Bhavet Tapsharvam Shamyadadheva Narayana Namostate Visargabindu Matrani Padabhadhaksharani Cha Nyunani Chattiriktani Shamyasya Maheshwarah Anyadacharanam Nasti Tvameva Charanam Mama तस्मात् कारुण्य भावेन रक्ष रक्ष जनार्दन हरि ओम स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषां को ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु हरि ओम श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु सायरा